My name is Keandre Wesley, and I need you to get your tequila and your fruit punch ready, because I'm about to spill some real good tea. So, I was born in Southwest Michigan, close to Indiana, and I come from a very small town to where a lot of people don't do the things that they want to do because they're worried about what other people say. So, I lived a life of trying to be someone that I wasn't over a course of a long, at least it seemed like forever, long time, going through school and living my daily life till I was about 14, and I started to realize that I'm not attracted to girls at all. So what is the point for me to try to be somebody that I'm not? And yes, it was hard for me to accept it myself, but the first thing I had to do was accept it myself, and then I would be able to come out. So to start my coming out story, I was out already to predominantly almost everybody at school and everybody in my town. But somehow my parents and my family really didn't know, which is surprisingly strange to me because I'm very well known where I live, because I sing, and because I was like one of the only openly gay people for a very long time in our town. So me and my group of friends in like 6th grade, I was like 13, almost 14. I was 13, and me and my group of friends, which consists of 5 girls, and we were all really close. And I told one of the girls that I was bisexual, knowing that I knew that I was gay. I'm not gonna use anyone's names or anything, but I told, we'll call her Lisa. I told Lisa that I was gay in 6th grade. Can I tell y'all what this bitch did to me? I come back to school on Monday. She had told everybody on MySpace. Yeah, this is back when MySpace was in, girls. So she told everybody on MySpace that I was gay. Which, mind you, I cared only because I was a child. If I can go back now, oh bitch, I wouldn't care what she said about me, because at the end of the day, look where I am now. Ain't nobody touching me. Let's go back. So she told everybody I was gay. So I get to school, and people are running up to me like, oh my goodness, you know how kids are. Oh my goodness, are you gay? Are you bisexual? And of course, me, I don't want everybody to know because I'm scared. And I'm like, no, I'm not gay. Like, I have a girlfriend. I'm still dating girls. Like, what do you mean? So I went along in 6th grade, 7th grade, kind of like dating girls. But I'm going to be honest with you right now. I was having sex with a lot of dudes that I went to school with. On the low, because we're in adolescence, we're growing up. People be curious when they're younger. And I don't care what nobody says. I know this for a fact. People are very curious when they're younger. So therefore, I was sleeping with these guys and dating these girls, which was wrong of me to do. But I was a child then, so of course I'm not thinking of it like that. So 8th grade comes along, and I'll never forget, I liked this one boy in one of my classes, and we used to write notes back and forth with each other. Now I know you guys text and do all this other shit, but when I was in school, baby, we couldn't have our phones. We had to write little notes and stuff like that. The teacher would take the note and read it in front of the class, but this isn't that type of story today. So I had a note, and the boy was supposed to come over to my house on like a Friday after school. So he wrote me a note and basically told me like he had a dream about me, and we were gonna like make out and cuddle when I came over, because yes, we were like, people were doing sexual things, but a lot of people weren't having sex. See, I hadn't been a virgin since I was 13. So he was like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Okay, cool. So I get home, and I must have forgot that I left a note in my pants pocket, and this is where shit gets real, y'all. So I then I'm at my grandma's, and I'm laying on the floor. I'm there, my mom calls me. She goes, well, we need to talk about something. And I said, what are you talking about? She goes, are you gay? And I'm like, no. She's like, well, what the fuck is this note in your pocket? Mind you, I'm sweating and shaking like a bitch shaking at the club, girl. I didn't know what to do. So I'm like, no, I'm not gay. What are you talking about? Like, this is crazy. Like, I like girls. And she like, if you lying to me, I'm gonna whoop your ass because you better be telling me the truth. And I'm like, so then that obviously deterred me further away from telling my mom that I'm gay, because I'm like, oh, she gonna whoop my ass if I'm gay. Like, I gotta like girls. So time went on. I became a freshman in high school, and nothing had happened the whole summer. We never talked about it like she said we were going to, or anything. And of course, she probably didn't want to talk about it with me, because who wants to really sit down and initiate a conversation about your child being homosexual? Really, nobody. Now maybe it's a little easier for parents and kids nowadays, but baby, I came out when barely anybody was gay. So it was hard back then. So she, I said she, sorry y'all, I lost my train of thought. So I started messing with this boy who I was really good friends with. We're gonna call him Tom. And I was in love with Tom. Like, from the time I was in like 6th grade up until I was like a senior in high school. As you can tell, I was kind of a hoe. But it's alright. Everybody's a hoe in their lifetime sometime. Better be a hoe when you're young and not when you're 35. He had gotten a situation where his father had put his hands on him and hurt him pretty bad. So he walked from a very far distance to my house, which walked like 10 miles. Yes, the dynamic of the way I was treating him and the way I reacted kind of made it seem like there's no way this is two straight friends that are just bros, because, I mean, why would I be so bent out of shape about another nigga? I mean, if I like girls. Checkmate. So, then it's cool. So the next day, he's sleeping in my room, and my mom's upstairs folding clothes. And I'm downstairs hanging out with my sisters, and she's like, Key, come upstairs real quick. So I'm like, okay. Y'all get upstairs, not expecting for what's gonna happen next. I sit on the bed, she's folding clothes. She goes, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to be honest with me. And if you're not, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you. And I said, what? She said, what's your sexual orientation? And I said, I'm bisexual. And she's like, do you like girls? I said, no, I don't like girls. She sits on the bed, starts crying, and I'm thinking she's upset because I'm gay. Do you know what she said to me? Well, I just want to have grandkids. Like, that's all you worried about? Here I am tripping, thinking my mom was going to hate me because I'm gay, and she really doesn't. She's okay with it. She just wants to have grandkids. So cool. So weeks go by, months go by, my mom starts to get very comfortable with it. So she's like, Key, did you see the gay parade? Because when I came out, this is before gay marriage was even legal. So this is like 2011, 2012. So like, it was a lot of like civil rights things involving LGBT people on the TV and stuff like that, excuse me. And she's like trying to cue me in on everything, and she's like, Key, here you go, like, I'm supporting you, I'm there for you. Okay. So after I come out to my mom, I'm starting to find out that everybody knows I'm gay. Like, from my aunts to my uncles to my step parents to friends to cousins, and everybody just knows I'm gay, and they were just kind of waiting on me. Like, I was waiting on you at the door, bitch, like, basically. So I'm like, okay then. So life gets great after that. Like, I start my junior year of high school. Things are great, and I'm kind of like doing me, but I'm still in the closet 25% because my father and the rest of my black family does not know. And black people and white people kind of take the news a little differently. And I don't mean that in a racist way, so please no one don't judge me off of what I'm saying, but they kind of take it differently. So my black family kind of like pulled me aside one time, my cousin, who was kind of like my aunt, and was like, Key, we know you're gay. We've been knew you were gay. Like, and my stepmom and everybody's like, yeah, we know you're gay. We've been know you're gay. The only one who doesn't really know I'm gay and who hasn't said anything to me about it is my grandma and my dad. As I got older, when I'm about, well, I'm speeding up a little bit. Let me take it back. So when I'm 17, a situation had happened where I had went on social media and I was drunk and I had dressed in girls' clothing and my sister recorded me to be funny. My dad got really mad about that and kind of like called me over to my grandma's on 4th of July and was kind of like, we need to talk. And he kind of just walked me over in the side of the garage and was like, you know, are you gay? He was like, because I know my son's not gay. And when he was like, I know my son's not gay, what do you think I said? I'm not gay. Because obviously he's already assuming that I'm not gay. What am I going to rain on his parade for and tell him I'm gay at that moment? So then I go in the house, and I was dating a girl my junior year of high school. So that was also something that I could kind of like lean on. I have a girlfriend, so how am I gay? Stupid, right? So, because that don't mean nothing. I want all y'all to know, I don't care how many women a person has been with or how many men a person has been with. They can still go over to the other side. It's nothing. Anyway, so I go in the house and my grandma was like, we need to talk. So she's explaining to me that what she heard. And I'm like, well, I'm not, grandma. And they say mothers, grandmas, women in your family, they always know. Regardless what you tell them, they always know. So my grandma was like, I'ma love you regardless. I always told you from day one, you're my baby. From the moment you was born, I don't care what you choose to do. I can't tell you emotionally, mentally, or physically why it's wrong. I can only tell you biblically. But I still told her, I don't care because I'm not gay. And I'm gay. Flaming as ever. But anyway, so years passed by and I continue to be like who I am, more flamboyant and more myself. So I got to a point after I graduated high school to where I didn't give a fuck about what nobody said about me no more. So I've been out now of the closet since I was 16 and I'm 23. And it's been great. I don't think that I would change anything except for I probably would have came out and became the person I am now a long time ago, because there was no point for me to hold back who I was because of other people. So I want all you girls out there and all you boys out there to know that if you want to do something, you want to be somebody, you got to do something you never did before to be that person who you are. I had to overcome my fears and be gay before I could be comfortable being gay. And now that I'm comfortable being gay, can't nobody stop me. So thank you. I want you to comment, like, subscribe to my page, and please follow me on all social media outlets. That's Keandre Wesley, and it will be at the bottom description underneath the video. I want to thank you guys so much for this opportunity, and I hope you continue to watch because it's more and more Kiki time with Key. Thank you. Have a good night.